Hello, test.安安，Warframe手机我也不知道，它只有这个选项，不知道为什么 Twitch 的直播选项好像没了，那个 Warframe 的本体选项好像没了，只有 Warframe手机，所以我猜这次有可能跟那个一样，可能跟手机有关。哦 ，Anyway， 现在我正在艾尔登法环，我在探索这个遗迹。它这次的主题叫，开始了。
Intro is back. Hey guys, joke's on you, Chad. That's our first joke of the day. No, 160. February came. We went to go to Dev Stream quarter month. We had a lot we wanted to prepare for this one.
我觉得游戏的声音会不会盖过了他们开发者实况的声音？
I'm not even gonna finish that sentence, but we've been doing this for almost 9 years now. So yeah, we have 2013. February 2013. Yeah, it's been 9 years of Dev Stream. So welcome to our 9th year of Dev Stream 160.
刚好9年，Warframe 到今天刚好9年。
Pretty old on these streams. Yes. But yes, if you're new to Warframe and our dev streams, welcome to your first one. We're gonna try and avoid as many spoilers as we can in terms of the new war quest itself, but there's inevitably going to be things on the cutting edge of story, so just keep that in mind. I will be running most of the show today in terms of gameplay, but
I don't know, I got papers too, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if Megan's ever watched the dev stream before.
Oh, okay. Have you ever watched a primetime, Jeff?
I've got digital notes, I've got...
What's primetime?
Hey, we're doing episode 300 next week, so it's pretty big deal.
Yeah,
160
dev streams.
It better be a cake or
今天是 Megan 来代替那个Scott 的。
Anyway,
Ideas.
that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about Warframe's future with some awesome update insight for Tenno who have waited patiently for what's going on in Warframe. And Pablo's here.
Hello,
Talk
everyone.
about some design.
How's it going?
Steve's here for some cool stuff.
Hi chat, how's it going?
You want to talk about graphics?
I'm always talking about stuff. Motion matching is my new obsession. It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
that's really cool stuff.
我声音会太小声吗？还是刚刚好？
Yep.
As an Apple Watch enjoyer.
保利凯安
I know what we have been doing.
，Hello，各位安。
Jeff hasn't been working for 4 months.
Yep.
This is his first day back from work. So, and then Megan.
Hi.
How's it going?
Megan 介绍一
Keep it
下。
double organized. So this nothing could possibly go
There will
wrong.
be no madness
I
on
feel
this.
like the more you prepare, the worse the goes.
Absolutely.
Says the guy who came
Organization.
so unprepared.
That's what I
Got no
do.
notes. I don't have any notes.
That's all right.
I
It'll
got
be
offered to see them earlier, and I was like, nah, just surprise.
true. Well, if you are here for a Twitch drop, if you watch for 30 minutes, you will get one. We are doing a Ribbon Mod grab bag, meaning you're going to get a random Ribbon Mod from the random grab bag, whatever it is.
那
That's
个
in chat,
各位
it's
如果
fine.
有退取的话，记得去退取挂
That's what I would want right now.
挂一下，挂他们的台，挂30分钟，可以拿到一张随机的纸卡。
We have alerts up after the stream, so all platforms
也会有
get
警
24-hour
报。
alerts after the stream. You can get yourself, I think it's
哎，那 Pete 你多久没来了？
ribbons. Yes. So if you get a ribbon mod, you can immediately unveil it with the ribbon cipher.
And if you watch Primetime, we had ribbon slivers as the
Wow,
drop.
we're
Oh my god, it's just a ribbon week.
You're just here to promote prime time. Like that's what this is.
That's not
Just
true.
my notes,
Not
just
true.
Primetime.
That's not true. That's not true. This is a Warframe dev
It's all
stream.
related.
I think chat needs to keep a tally about how many times prime time.
No.
Actually, you've probably said it more than either of us at this point. Just saying. You're the real.
I'm doing my part.
Oh, well, we do have lots to go over today. This is going to be loosely structured in 3 parts. The first one talking about our immediate future update, where Nightwave stuff is coming, so we'll just walk you through that. The second part is going to walk you into our 9-year anniversary and our next Prime Access. And then we're going to spend probably the longest portion of the stream on Angels of Luzerne. So first, year and future updates,
好像在
then 9-year stuff, next Prime Access, and then all things Angels of Luzerne.
今天会有公告下一个 Prime 战甲，
Overview of it as possible today, with
然
of
后
course
还会给我们
some
看那
things
个
giving you an
下一个
April
版
post,
本
but you know, that's basically it.
内容，搞不好会玩给我们看。
That was Jeff. That was Jeff. All right, let's do 1,000 platinum. Ooh, start off with giving away some stuff. Sorry for your ears.
Do I have to do what Sheldon does and just butcher the
你
name?
的声音有点弄坏掉。
It is your obligation.
Been playing since the
Go
other
your
one
part, do it.
today.
Make it your own.
All right, the winner is
TB Z Orca.
Zed Orca. Oh boy. Oh.
Yeah, that's
I would pronounce Soka,
Channeling my
TB
All right.
Soka.
Well, why don't you come on over to gameplay, Dean? We'll just get started right away. It's been so long since we've done these, I kind of forget how to do them, but we'll make it through together, chat. Don't worry. All right.
This-
So
this
we
has some
announced that
adventure.
Nightwave is ending pretty soon,
Ah,
and that
cool.
a replacement is coming. There's a dev workshop up that kind of explains it, and we just wanted to give you a little closer
有没有
look
那
at
个
Nora's Mix Volume 1. This is where we're taking Nightwave this year. You'll have Nora's Mix with different volumes. We'll be trying to update challenges to reflect the latest content in the game and give you a
又是
chance
旧
to
奖励。
experience new challenges. So, for instance, this time around, you can plunder one of
Nora
Alan's
的这次的那个这一季快要结束，大家还没打到的赶快去打一打。
acts rather that are coming, including there's
我
one
战草
of course,
好可爱
Relic opening, one from each era. And there's plenty more. I think probably 20.
There's 20 or 21 new acts, and then I think
有很多
16
新的奖励、新的
rewards,
挑
couple
战，
mods, some cosmetics.
然后新的
And
6个
obviously
新的
previous ones being brought back, duplicate protection, all that. This is a next week, a March 16th
Yes.
update, all
Okay.
platforms. So you want to
有
make
一
sure
台
that
飞
your current
船
Nora's
跟
choice is
看起来烂烂的
as
披
far as you
风
can take it this Sunday. Nora's choice does end. and then
Reset
this will be
domestic
taken over on Wednesday.
Yes.
等一下
and then
那
we're
台是
cycling
Reset 扫地
volumes
机器
for
人
you to
欸
kind of get this pattern of content. So it's a little bit of a reward track for you to always participate in. We'll give you plenty of notice before they end, replace them with new things, new rewards along the way, new challenge or new acts. I keep saying challenges.
I know.
Don't add me.
Internally, it's valid.
They're acts, Steve. Don't call them challenges.
Yes,
Stop
yes. We're special snowflakes.
Acts, not challenges.
That's right.
All
It's
right.
not a battle pass.
No, it's not a battle pass. We never would use these words. It's free.
Well, it's
免费的
We only charge you
So-
your soul. It's fine.
Yep.
All right, so that's coming next week. We're doing a little
下周就要
Nightwave/QOL update all platforms next week. So
下
not
周
only
下周
do we
下
have
周
Nightwave, but we also have the augment tweaks.
We have a whole bunch of
很
auto
大
buffs.
一堆
Pablo's
的
over there.
这船是
swirling
感染
away.
船
Starting
呢
to sweat，
发现它感
Yeah,
染
so
船
we're
外
gonna basically
的外
my
观。
intention this year is kind of look at all the most underused augments.
他说
all
一
across
大
the
堆
game.
的
We
集团卡
do
要
an update
跟着
of
改
those.
动
We first did a pass
强
on
化
half of them right now, which I think is like 16, 17, something
Yeah,
like
we
that.
did A to L. I think the last one being Limbo's Rift Surge.
Yeah, so it's basically 8.
连 Limbo 的集团卡也改了。
M and above after that.
M
and,
plus.
Yeah, M plus. Expect M plus later in the year. But for this one, basically, it's like, yeah, just a whole bunch of augments that are not like very used, and just expect a whole bunch of.
大堆集团卡因为太烂，没有
For the
人
most
在
part,
用，
like,
所以
they
他
stayed
们
the same,
决定
just
重
added
做。
stuff on top of it. So like,
Yeah.
the actual mechanic of them stay the same. There's just like a little extra in there.
In general, like I don't like changing augments because if like changing them as in what it did before, it no longer does. Because whenever I do that, even if there's just 5 players out there that love the augment as it is right now,
Yep.
I hate taking that away from them. So I'd much rather just like add something on top. Or if we have some other idea that is cool, we can always do a second augment. And, I think that's a safer approach that doesn't take away from what the players already enjoy.
Absolutely.
对，他说这次集团卡改动不会改掉原本就已经有能力，而是额外再附加其他的能力，因为他们怕就是就算还是有玩家喜欢集团卡的那个。
Couple animation stuff as well in there.
Yep.
Yep.
Some nice stuff.
Yeah, essentially the main thing I want to get with Guru is like she sometimes feels a little stiff when you're like doing the charging attacks.
嗨，各位安安。
From the jumping around that you can do with her 1 and 2, then it felt weird that whenever you switched to charging her 4th or charging her 1, you kind of went very static. So I wanted to take some of that out, so now you can move faster doing those parts. And then a whole bunch of things that are like upgrades to her survivability, like doing her 4th, she's vulnerable now, doing the charge of her 2, she's vulnerable, and her passive changed a lot. I know a lot of people really like her passive because you have to put yourself at high risk of death to get the benefits of it. So now instead of that, as you kill enemies, you start gaining that damage buff. You just have to keep the murdering going to stay top.
And we will be playing with it today, so everything you just kind of got an overview.
就是今天会玩给我们看，所以不用担心那个下周也会更新。今天主线不会更新，但是就是主线三人名的天使不会更新，但是所有今天实况上会提到的那个更新、改东西、改造、改动都会在下周更新，包括午夜电波下周也会正式结束这一季的，所以还没打午夜电波赶快去打一打。今年的 Prime 是谁呢？今天是谁呢？今年是谁呢？我看到了 Garuda， 今年是 Garuda， 我看到了，看到 Garuda 了，看到 Garuda Prime。哇哦！这是 Dex 今年的9周年庆的 Wisp 外观，哇，好帅！这是9周年的 Dex Wisp 外观，因为 Wisp 很多人爱用。
That was random. It wasn't bad. It was a safe random.
Keep it up.
What was that guy in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Call Below 的滑板改掉啊。
Lee Pace.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Halt and Catch Fire, I think, is my favorite show.
对啊 ，Wisp 外观太多了，可是这是官方出的啦，这次还不错，看起来不错啊。因为我是不太玩 Wisp。Dex VP 不错。
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yes, totally.
Zora. Yes, so Wisp is coming at you for our anniversary, and there will be full.
Oh, I like that color too.
Oh, the brasses?
Brasses.
Interesting. So Dex Wisp will be free for all tenno. It'll be.
这是免费的，只要大家玩就可以玩。
Comes on
March 28th.
March 28th.
March 28th.
All platforms, and it's not coming alone.
March 28, 3月28号上市。
Conversation into some perspective,
The
shall we?
segue.
I was like, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a prime
Did what I-
setup right there.
Was it?
Oh,
All
然后是
right.
Garuda Prime 了，我刚刚有看到 Garuda Prime。
All right.
我看到
Garuda
Garuda
Prime is
Prime
indeed the next Prime access for the Nagantaka Prime. We have
Holy
so
shit
many fantastic cosmetics for her. So she
我的
will be
天啊，
here.
这个仙血女皇
No, I love this.
太扯了，帅到炸掉啊！
Garuda Prime is coming right
看
now.
她的爪
I kinda
子
have a full cosmetic.
天哪，这才是仙血女皇啊！
There's a kitchen sink back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of go
哇，
through
这
it
个
piece by
好
piece.
帅
Of
哦！
course, with all things Prime Access.
披风，
we've been
这次
able to
披风
Prime
的翅
Ephemeris.
膀
This is，the
然后
same
是
Nox
鲜血
Prime,
翅
which
膀，
is basically a set of blood wings for Garuda.
鲜血翅膀，然后还有它的幻纹。
Pretty damn good.
How do you feel about more wings,
I
Jeff?
know. I was just thinking.
不对耶，这次的翅膀是幻纹，不是披饰，是幻
These
纹。
are the ones that are kind of
Blood
least in
wings are
theme.
allowed.
Yeah.
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 Because they use like the similar motif to her claws, so they
Yeah.
look pretty great. You know, I'll take I'll take them off just for you today.
That's okay. No, I don't
No,
mind.
it's fine. And then she also has the Kukri Prime Armor set.
然后那
so
个
legs, you can
护
see
甲包，
these-
这次的它的护甲包，
Yeah, they
新的
are
护甲
claws
包都是有点勾
Yeah,
勾
claws
尖
everywhere,
尖
chest，piece, arm piece, and then
然后
of
像
course
是
her
爪子一样的
prime
东西。
claws for her, you know, for her non-melee mode. You can use these, which I'll be using for gameplay today.
它的爪
And
子，
then Kukri Prime outright is
哇，好漂亮！天哪，
yes.
Just the oh.
来不及了。
Incredible. And there is another weapon coming with her, but we'll wait. You guys can learn more about that later. It is an arc gun, so that's all I'll say today.
好哦，他说跟着他出来的一把武器是一把空战重武，
Haircuts.
Oh, she's like Edward.
会是一把空战重武。
Maybe. I guess it's the closest thing we have for people.
I
to
think
look
it
at
is, yeah.
their Edward Scissorhands fantasy.
Yep.
对，是空战武器。
All right,
Arc
we will
gun.
do another platinum prize. While we
啊，
decide
抽
when
奖了！
Oh, it's raining.
哇，他的声音抽奖声音太大声了，会吓我一跳。
There you go. The winner
我会以
is
为
a
我
good
的
luck
我的艾尔登法环发生什么事？
Turbo God. Oh, I couldn't even.
Oh.
I couldn't even not do that one.
It's
Oh,
hard
one.
to mess it up.
Try.
Turbo
Yeah.
God.
Now-
I don't even said it slow.
I was like, quick, mess it up, mess it up. Can't do it.
All right. So, Angels of the Zermatt. I don't even know where to start with this.
哦，那个这次的星战改版后续的剧情更
Well,
新，
Garuda Prime and 9-year anniversary stuff all kick off on the 28th of March.
9周年纪
look essentially as March
纪
is
念
the following. Next week we have Nightwake kick off with some QOL for augments and the Garuda changes.
Yep.
End of March we have our
卡若达也会有一些技能上的改动，
Awesome.
And then
下
April
周就
5th,
会
we'll
更
talk
新
about
了，
that,
所以
but
在下周之前要打
Angels
完
Zermatt
五元
is
电
a huge
波，
update
记
that
得
picks up
我也
right
该
where
打一
we
打，
left
我差
off.
3阶。
So there's lots to go
What are
over.
the notes that you should talk about next?
Well, I don't want to
我那
spoil
尔
it.
登
right?
法
Spoil
环
it,
玩
show
到
it.
忘记玩 Warframe 了。
All right, so we'll take our little walk here to our interesting. If you've played the New War, you'll kind of know why my ship looks like this. But of course, Angels of the Zeramin is going to be bringing a ton of new content. First of all, it's going to bring you a
首先
quest that will
会有一个任
give you
务，
access
它
to
会
the
让
Zeramin.
你可
Oh, it
以
just went right
直接
there.
去
I'm like,
Right
you
in.
gotta
直接上那
slow
个
down or like
Yeah.
kind
我
of
上一次开发的实况就
very fast.
就有讲过，就是我有
That's
找
at
到
the end.
Oh,
在星图上面有一艘那个3人号的船，
You're between
新的
two
星
people.
球。
Yes.
Okay, well there you
H1.
go. There it is.
Zeramin is here, and for the first time in Warframe, we're bringing a social hub to procedural levels. And I'm going to walk you through this and kind of explain how
它
all
有
that
一个
works.
yes, please.
So in
他
this
说有一个
section-
social hub， 哎，就是一个
I'm my biggest fan.
哎
So,
交易
we're
大
gonna
厅
go
哎，
to Chrysalis and take a look at
Yes.
what that might be.
然后
Currently, for the purposes of the stream, it's empty so that we're not spoiling
没有
things
人。
because in order to get the Chrysalis or Chrysalith in a state of completion, you will need to complete the Angels of the Zeramin quest. So having said that, we're going into an
Oh.
intentionally empty Chrysalith.
Oh, this is all cool too.
It's okay.
它
Yeah.
是一个中继站的样子，
So
没有，
here
好像是这一次才被
Garuda is here
我
to
不知道哎，它是一直
safely
在被
navigate
卡
the
着
Chrysalith.
Man, I love it.
Ooh.
And
Horror
I take
Kingdom.
a little bit of a tour here for those watching. This is the entryway, of course. More idealistic times before the
这是一个
Zeramin
中
has
继站哦，
been
我先
fully
说
shown.
提醒各位，这是一个玩
And
家
first off, and I
很
don't
多
know,
玩家可以在一
if
起的
players
中
will
继站。
recognize this Cephalon. Let's see if they do. Chat, anyone
还记得
recognize?
吗？那个酱油很润的机器，那个电脑，
This
Have you
set has.
studied for your physics?
Have you studied?
有些没声音
They
啊
put。so many good, like, just even like little details in this set that.
Oh, people know her teacher. Yes, so she'll have you'll be seeing her a lot in this update.
哦，这
because
次
for our
更
mission
新
design,
跟
one
它
of the
很
broad things
重要。
throughout every mission is going to be an interaction, optional interaction with her, where you can, interact with her. If you explore the level, you can find something that she's looking for and be rewarded for it. So,
Yeah, I generally like the intent a little bit on these missions is to not only have the core objectives of the mission like we've always had, but try to incentivize having like optional objectives that you could do during a mission, which add like wrinkles to the gameplay flow, might make it more interesting, might make it more challenging if you decide to take on one of those side objectives in the middle of a mission. But you'll be handsomely rewarded for that by your teacher.
yes, and as we enter the idealistic chrysalith. You can imagine that perhaps some NPCs will be in here that you can interact with
PC.
for things like bounties, but applied to procedural levels. So again, this isn't an open world, but this is the first time we're doing.
这是一个开放世界，但是它不是开放世界。它会有一些 NPC 在这边给我们提供一些新的赏金任务跟集团，所以说它是一个室内型的开放世界结构。就我们的任务全部都是在这艘船上面做，但是我们有一个类似开放世界的一个中继站这样子，玩家的集中处。
You kind of did actually.
You segue right into it.
Oh man.
So
there will actually 决定个开放世界是开放世界，但是开放世界的模式，但是不是开放世界。
Will be your gateway to a lot of content we're going to talk about today. We're going to handle the syndicate pretty similarly to the Deimos Necrolith, where you can get items to turn in for standing, so you can stockpile them if you have a big day to play, and then you can turn them in another time, and then a few other ways. So that's generally the vibe we're going for, and the syndicate will be available for you to work your way through all things there. Oh, you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. And as you make your way through the concourse area of the Chrysalith,
it's kind of like getting a tour.
对，船内大冒险。
Violent.
I'm like, oh my god, this is so beautiful.
Yeah,
Knife.
I guess I can like free cam a bit because Garuda is kind of like stabbing everyone.
I love all this overgrowth and stuff. It's really
长草啊，
really fun.
Yes.
哇，很漂亮。
Weird, crazy void stuff happening outside.
外面有很多虚空的一些。
Oh yeah.
You look to the other side.
Yep, Zeramin.
Like the big superstructure of it.
你看，我可以看到
Don't go
那
too far.
个
You're gonna clip into something.
I know that. The environment, our team is very unhappy with me right now. It was to save our
这
community.
艘船超大，我们是在最底层，所以我们可以往上看，还看得到船的上层。
To come here
哇，这有
for
点
not only your gateway to the missions themselves, which will be seamlessly playable from this hub or from the star chart if you don't want to come to the hub. It's
一
going
样
to
就哦，一样也是那个，它一样也是那个，就是无接缝式的游玩，就是所以它真的就是一个开放世界，就是所有的任务都在这艘船上面做任务，然后这边有 NPC。
Many a colonist back in
里面有很多殖民地。
And I would like to invite you all to my
然后，哇，这个好像那个什么，太扯了。这到底有多大啊？他们这是开放世界，室内开放世界。我就开始做任务了。哇，这太酷了吧！太酷了吧！
I mean,
if it was Mass Effect, we have a romance system, Steve. So careful what you say. All right.
这个是主线更新，主线不会在下周，他说是3月28的样子。3月28。哦，这是照顾植物的守护。
drone type that managed to make it through some aspects of the Zeramin calamity, and this little groundskeeper bot, similar to the many drones, domestic drones we've seen today, is something that we're actually going to have the community name. So as this stream wraps up, the community and the design council specifically are going to get a chance to name this sweet little soul here, who has a little set of shears in one hand and like a nozzle in the other. So.
Taking care of the plants.
Can we get like animations of it, like watering the plants and stuff?
Just
like that would be amazing if we could.
Or just sad is carrying around an empty water pot.
感觉是室内探险，室内探险。
It's just the humidity in the.
No, this is a fantastic. I mean, what an accomplishment for this creature.
Yeah, this creature is the only good thing that came from Zeramin.
I mean, everything else is terrible aboard this ship. So
yes.
I'm glad that creature exists.
So players with this update will be getting a
Gumbo.
Gumbo.
Pablo was suggested.
Hey.
Codsworth.
I saw an Alfred somewhere in there.
Frank, Alfred is a good one.
Alfred, Jeff.
Bob.
你们会有管家了，玩家这次会有你们自己的室内管家。
Probably what it's gonna end up, isn't it?
All right.
等一下，该不会是我们自己的船吧？
I don't know. We might have to have
我
some
们自己的
veto
房
We
间
have veto rights. We're gonna use
Yeah.
Alien
Samwise,
Isolation,
yes,
maybe,
Samwise.
but with Warframe's
Drop a no eaves,
unbelievably destructive
He's made the
power,
Shire aboard the
who's
Zerman.
who will scare about the
Frodo,
aliens?
It'd be
Frodo,
embarrassing
I
if
kept
that
the
was
plants
a
alive.
Hobbit accent.
Oh.
Grando probably would
Make
just
it
eat the aliens
That
alive.
was good.
Not
I
add
like
more
it.
She's
chaos.
embracing the chaos.
Oh, I can't carry it
快进
for
去
you,
看
I
一
can
下啦，
carry
那是我们的
you.
房间是不是？
Come on.
所以那台是我们的管家机器人，然后这个房间
That's
是
alright.
It's one of your
是我们的房间，你们可以自己住的
Well,
房
yeah,
间。
'cause this will be your player apartment, which you'll be free to decorate. You might recognize it
可以
from a
自
certain
己
quest, but indeed,
可以
that
自
is
己那个
basically all your
可以
own. And it's
可以自己装饰的房间，这是属于你自己的房间。
upgraded.
Nice and clean.
Yes, every
Someone
player.
took the mold off the walls.
Maybe it was our little friend.
Codsworth, thank you.
So
他说
we
怎么
can
这么
make
干
ourselves
净？
a
因为我们有
more
管家
space,
机器
so
人。
players can
哇哦，
Oh, can play
我们有
cards
新
there.
的
Yeah.
我们有新的
Place
住
to play
住所了
Tenno-
耶！
Tenno
or go.
cribbage.
我们可以在这边
A little bit of
打
Comey.
Comey,
One card.
Yeah.
cribbage.
哇，还可以睡
You
觉
can。lock your friends in the
There's a red
storage.
size bed.
That's a
Is
red
this where the
bed.
romance options are going to be?
Don't play with my
有没有
emotions.
睡觉的动画可以看？
And then, so every player will start out with this apartment, and if you're really into housing, you'll be able to upgrade to what would have been, I suppose, the penthouse equivalent back in the old days, and you'll be able to unlock this door if you're really into the system, and we'll take a look at what's inside.
然后如果你真的很想要以前的那种
So，you can have your own hollow view, so to speak, where you can
外面是全
yourself
向
in
全向
this
投影而已
panorama.，
这个
This is
可
a
以
much
选
more
的。
grand room for you to put your things in. We'll be able to give you things to
哇，我们
display.
好
You
大
can
一
use
个房间哦。
decorations, and then you can customize as you see fit with new decorations, existing decorations, and
画像也
some
可以
characters
改。
here.
Yeah, wow.
Some you'll meet, perhaps.
This is the great evils of the old empire.
who
I
doesn't
definitely want them up in my apartment.
Yes. So
What
you-
is this? This looks amazing. Sort of like No Man's Sky almost.
This is what we're
Look how
calling
gorgeous that is.
vistagraphs, which were
Okay.
perhaps there will be a bit of a lore flavor to them for Tenno to explore.
I hadn't
嗯，
seen
然
this
后有
yet.
一些
It's so
剧情
So
cool.，
它有
It's
很
like a
多的那
PH
个
too, that's lovely.
Yeah, it actually is Orkin. It's very
Orkin
yeah.
时代的一些投
Oh,
影。
This is a lore bomb. It's
It is
Orkin.
对
isn't it?
Yeah.
漂泊这么久，我们终于有家了。
No.
Now it's revealed.
pronunciation.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow.
You can change it to,
Oh, I want to live there.
Yeah, you can change it. You can have
可以
it just
换
be, you know, the default
就是
Zerman
外面的
if
那
you
个
want,
场
but all
景
things
会让你觉
here
得
you'll
你
be able
你
to
在
look
你
into
住在那个
different
地方
types of art for
啊！
your
我爱死这
impressive
我爱死这
rooms.
个
Of course,
改
when you're
动
bringing
了，
a
我们
tenant
终于有
with a
家
friendly
了。
taste, you'll want to impress them with your
可恶，
OLED
我才把我的地球的那
I
个
don't know how to
小
code
家
this，one. That
对
was，so
过了这
cool.
么多年，
Now,
第一终于打算我们太诺
And
住
you
下来
smell
了，
smoke
好感
everywhere.
动
It's。like that is.
这
Oh.
地狱这
What was that movie Prometheus that was like looked cool?
普罗米修斯
Yeah,
很像，
But like it's like a
普罗米修
oh,
斯。
man.
It's just beautiful. So there'll be a mix of ways that will
漂
be
泊者
presenting
营地的
options for
据点
players
不是，
here,
这
and
是
some will be more
这
illustrative, some will
比
be more
漂泊者营地的据点还
pretty,
还
and
赞
all。things considered, the art team knocked this out of the park. So huge props to everyone that worked on getting this put together because it just looks.
这是一个，这是在一艘大船里面的一个小房间，我们可以住的房间。
But you will also be able to choose the soundscape. So the sound team are also going to be providing different ambiences for
Oh.
their yeah. So
可以选
right
择
now I
它
think
的
these are
音
super
效。
PH, so I'm not going to click it.
Okay.
Sorry, sound team, but you
Okay.
know I love you guys, just guys, girls, and everyone. But
Oh man.
there will be soundscapes for you to choose as well.
外
So
面
once
的
you know, decided whether or not you want that room, that's up to you as a player. But
白
these
噪
are
音啊，
these
白
two
船上
friendlies
白噪音可以选。
and they'll
That's a
be
nice chill zone in there.
哇哦，还有还有道
they'll be
门，
part of the Angels of the Zeraman quest.
Beautiful.
So they will be for you.
And can we make tofu cubes in there?
Actually, I think there are food rations still
It's
somehow
been sitting there.
right there. I don't know if they've been sitting
可以
there.
吃豆腐吗？有哎有哎，
No,
还
no,
还可以
no,
吃哎
well，
还可以吃。
Yeah, they're really good. They're preserved.
Alfred has been cleaning them every
Yeah,
day.
it's
So he
fine.
just cleans out the moss.
It's,
Oh, is that one of those stoves where you can't burn your hand?
yeah, it's convection stove. It's
Oh, that's
fine.
really good. This is the future, right?
Yes, it's fine. So then you can take your elevator back, and you'll be back.
这个为什么这个电梯让我想到艾尔登
I
法
actually had
环
a？piece of Kraft American singles cheese yesterday. that
有人知道我现在
inspired me for 2021.
艾尔登法环这个地方的那个地下室在
Yeah,
哪
that's
吗？我找不
plastic.
到。
If I can do that in real life, you can eat that stuff in the Zeraman. I probably shouldn't have shared that.
I don't know, right?
表卡说如果
No one's
如果
business
在
but my own.
现实世界中也可以做出那种食物的话，那就证明说3米号的食物是可以吃的。
Weepy? Weepy? Does sound a bit sad.
Alright.
Weepy as a name.
It's not sad. Okay. Point being, the elevator door will be for Tenno to go to their housing.
Okay, all right.
And then, as you saw, it loaded seamlessly. And the same will be true for the mission door. But before we go out on our mission, we are going to be debuting one of the brand new game modes coming with Angels of the
新
Zerman.
的
There's 3
模
coming.
式有3个
three
新
totally
游戏
new
新
game
模
modes.
式，
One of them we're going to show you today. But before we do that, I wanted to take just a step back to my ship to talk a bit about some other features that are coming.
先回船上看，跟我们
Yes,
讲
right
其他的
now.
功能
That's what I'm doing.
有新的功能。
Okay, so as you know, things got weird after the failed void jump. And it wasn't just weird for your soul, it was also weird in other ways.
Okay.
You know,
I'm trying to catch where this segue is
He's like,
going.
yeah.
maybe, just maybe.
Is it the most awkward innuendo or something? I don't know what's
No,
happening.
my innuendos
Okay.
are always crisp and clean. This
Okay,
is an
cool.
awkward segue to
Okay.
none other than cosmetics. So perhaps, and weapons, not just cosmetics. So maybe after the void jump, we noticed that our, skins or cosmetics might have got a little weird, and as a result, we are doing a new series of cosmetics for
那
Warframe.
个
Some of which you can
战
earn,
甲
and some of which
他们要做一个
you
新的战甲跟造型的武器造型的
But
系列外
nevertheless,
观。
after many years of requests, we have managed to combine the technologies to make a new series of skins. We're going to demo it on Saren, and we're
Okay.
going to be showing
因
you
为
the
从 Saren
void
开始
shell
给我们
skin
看
series, which we'll be doing for
新的那个
Warframes.
造型
I think we're
的
going to release with 2 or 3, Saren being one of them. But let's see if players with their brilliant observations are able to discern what might be different about this Saren skin. Not only is the skin
这
different
这个
as the new line,
Saren
of
有
course,
什么
this
不
is
一
not
样
the final version, we're still working on it.
跟
But
一般版本有什么
perhaps
不一
our
样？
Tenno are smart.
This is like a really cool sports car meets like some kind of tactical vest or something.
材质，材质，材质，材
Tactical
质
vest, yes. So
你可以改材
void
质啊
shell series are the first line of cosmetics in the game that let you change materials.
，materials 我就知道。
9 years later.
Finally!
9年后我们可以帮Warframe改材质了，除了颜色以外，
Long time.
我们除了
So
颜
what
色以
that
外，
looks
我们可以
like
帮
is
他
the void
改
shell skin
材
series
质
will, like I
了。
said, we'll be releasing for Warframes, and you'll be able to earn some of these textures. Some of them will be earned, maybe here's a spoiler.
I like the Lotus language one.
The Lotus Lang,
I like
that's
that.
my favorite
That
one.
was one of the best looking ones in the game.
Some designers are a little like that. They like name
苍蝇 Prime，改入到手上的苍蝇 Prime，
Maybe for Saren we would
终于可以拿来改材质了，
Yeah.
终于可以拿皮肤吗？
maybe we would want
我知道有些人在想什么
1,000
肤
year
色
scales,
哦
so。that's like a little fishy.
Eh.
Perhaps I really want to rep Unaru, so I'll throw them on.
Yeah.
Titanium sheen. Oh, that's cool.
Ah.
Titanium sheen.
真的可以把整台Warframe都改成金色了哦，金了，对。
Impressive generosity,
Oh
Tenno.
my
Anyway,
god，
I don't think
那
so.
个
No.
No.
Hi
Can you see
an
the pose of it?
anonymous cheer. Thank you for the cheering. Thank
You can really get a
you.
feel.
Hi.
So this Saren one is close-ish to what the final one will look like, but just for the demo today, we wanted to have it for you guys to really get a sense of how this is
你
going to
丢
look.
的，谢谢
Like
谢谢
we
鬼
said,
啊！
there's
怎么它是
also gonna be one of
anonymous
these
cheer？
for your operator, which will be free. So your operator will get a void shell skin, and it'll come with some amount of free textures, as well as some that you can earn, and as well as some as you can buy. So that's going to be
这
sort
些
of your
材
right
质
after this,
球
and
有些是可以
then
有
we'll
从游戏里面
be cosmetic
就
options.
基本上一样，也就是你可以弄，你可以做，可以打到。
Does it feel like we need the camera to maybe zoom in more when you're doing this?
Literally out of that task for that.
这真的是要左右转才看得到
Good,
的。
good, good, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the titanium shield to get some Iron Man looks going
哇，
on.
钢铁人，
So yes, this will be a bit of a new era for some types of
这是
customization.
一个
So there you go.
All right.
That'll
新
be part of
对
Zerman as well. And
第一 EA 摆烂的
there's
牺
also,
牲
of
品，
course,
以
with
法造型
every
可以
major
更好
update
看。
comes a new Warframe. And we're not going to show you gameplay today of our next Warframe, but we are going to, maybe Pablo can speak to theme.
下一台
and then we'll
战
just
甲
take a
的
first look at her in the arsenal.
对我们的下一台战
Yeah,
甲，
for sure. I don't know if we should answer for about no.
Too
Oh,
late.
就
nope.
我们的下一台战甲叫
Is there a chat question?
Gary，
Yeah, about the skins, but let's
We'll go
talk
back to
about
it.
Yeah.
那也太怪了吧
Yeah,，
外
Gyre
观好奇
basically,
怪。
Gyre?
she's
Gyre
Gyre.
Gyre Gyre 怎么念 G Y R
Yeah,
E？
she's very graceful, electricity based. You know, she has. I obviously I don't want
她
to.
是女生哦，只是平胸而已。
But there's some fun stuff. I'll give a little tease for
她
her
平胸，
setup
她
where
平胸。
We're trying to use a little bit of physics on it, which we haven't done before, which is just pretty
的
fun
她
to
跟
use.
她
A little
跟她
chaotic.
的那个
You know,
她的
as
技能
usual,
跟
just,
物理有关。
having a good time with
物
it.
理，物
Yeah,
理。
and if you want to answer some questions about the skins, we can do it. I figured I'd come into capture just to take a closer look at her so people could get a sense
跟
that,
物理有关，
of her
看
details. You never know
看
when
起来
someone
是
love her
会玩坏
Yeah.
游戏的角色呢，工程
They're
师。
incredible. They're so graceful. The rigging work done and the character work
是他要
done.
默认战值，尊贵战值。
The combined effort with the character artist. the
Oh,
tech
nice
animator.
freeze
哇，
frame.
然后他的那个
Good
名
shit.
字，
Practice this. This is good.
Mm-hmm.
为什么让我想起奥利安娜？
From the capture community, you know.
Oh yeah, good.
有熊感觉更奇怪
This
嘛
card has some really cool behaviors as well in gameplay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, she's incredible. Oh yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
people will be very interested in how that's going to work, and she looks
那
incredible.
太像奥利安娜
Yeah,
了
a
吧
lot of？work has gone also to like
丑女
in，terms of the effects.
你
and the
说她是
gameplay
丑女的一个
As I
造型，
said,
我
she's
也会相
electricity
信
based,。but obviously we don't want to do Bolt 2.0, so Bolt 2.0. So
哎，你看我的
the-
魔
the
法物
electricity
理，
that she controls is very different. It's more like
这让我想到丑女
and,
哎，
all
英
of
雄
her
联盟
abilities
的
are very very unique. She's not like more like a. She's not anywhere close to Bolt, but you know, obviously they're sharing the element.
Yes, and she will be coming with Angels of the Zariman. You'll learn more about her in the coming weeks and so on, so that you can.
她是那个 Angel of Zariman，她会跟那个
Oh, I know.
更
Oh my
新
God,
一
we
起
could
更
like
新。
make it into just beautiful
Anything you
fashion. Fashion frame. Yes, so Gyre is your first look at the Warframe.
Really dig this neck halo thing.
Oh yeah,
That's really
it's
different.
so cool.
Just an exposed back at the
Whoa, what's the
Being
weird
able to see
brain
the brain.
inside?
Yeah, it's kind of
Gross.
crazy.
Love it.
Yeah,
她的
oh,
大脑，我们可以看到她的水晶大脑在她的
Wow,
在她的头里面。
Hilarious.
说到球跟球
So
女
Gyre will
普
come.
提亚
But
的
yeah, if
华
you want
丽
to go。back to the skins, did you see questions?
我觉得
yeah,
普提亚
there are other questions
现在
about
新的那个
work with
外
all
观
the
就很好
skins. And
看。
basically, the hold up, like we've literally been talking about this for years.
Yeah.
The reason we couldn't do it is because if we tried to do it for everything, like we literally have to redo the content of the entire game
Yeah.
to make it work. So that it's literally, it just couldn't be done.
我找到地下室入口
the
了，
only
我
way
不知道
we
怎么
can
进
find to do it is to
去，
basically
还有人
make
法环。
new skins with new tech that utilize this and allow us to do this material swaps. So that's why it's all new stuff rather than applying to everything else. It literally, it's just like it would have to be
有了，找到了，找到了。
full rework of our back catalog of, as we said, for the
因为
anniversary
这
9 years.
他说这个材质
So, yeah, it'd
拖了
be-
9年，
that's
这个
why
材
we
质
haven't
更
done
改
it
拖了9年，
all
是因为
this time,
真的
and
太
this
难
is
做了。
basically the way we found to make it work.
Yes, and it's going to be something that will be supporting update over update with new frames to bring in. So there will always be either new textures coming or new frames coming for you to mix and match and collect, or just stick with the ones that you love. However you want to do your texturing, it'll be up to you.
Yep.
And that'll be part of the Angels of the Zariman. So we have
Operator is not showable yet.
no the operator is getting a void shell skin also,
Oh, okay.
which will be
We're not showing it yet.
yeah, it
Okay.
will be a quest reward. So you'll
Okay.
complete Angels of the Zariman. You'll get this operator void shell outfit that you can do the texture stuff as you see fit right then and there. with that
他
quest
说
reward.
指挥官会有一个
This
新
feature
的
is
那
great,
个
like I'm really excited about it, but like when do I get a friggin' beard?
Isn't that the question?
And that's not even a setup. I'm just saying.
I just
Where's
wanna
the
know.
beard?
Who
Where's
wants
the
a beard?
to the right of
people
Joe.
that can grow beards
啤
want
酒
beards in
啤酒
games?
啤酒
Actually, this is great. Like, you guys
我们
are
什
the
么时候
beard
才能在游
side
戏里面
and
喝
you're
啤
the
酒
beard side.
什么鬼？
I don't have a choice.
Neither do I.
That's good.
There's always a choice.
That's true. It's true.
Yep.
to be clear, we did explore some facial hair this year to see how we could make it work.
哦，对，就是那个现在是毛发类的那个物理效果。
There is. There's work being put into it. I just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the beard system is underway.
The beard system is underway.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we
胡
showing
子
the
胡子系
weird
统，
tangential stuff that has been going on?
Oh,
the
the stuff,
characters.
the stuff, the companion stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you bring any
Oh.
footage?
Nope. Thanks for that setup.
You've been seeing it just like I have.
I've been busy.
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah. Should we? Maybe we could share that after.
We
the
can share
stream or
that
something?
after, yeah.
The character team has really dug deep and redone the
It looks amazing,
crew
yeah.
bureau and the fur of the
Yep.
game. And
哦，被入侵。
so far, it's all the crew.
他说那个狗狗、狗狗跟猫咪、狗狗的那个毛发重新做了，然后现在
like weeks.
Oh.
Not
It's
months
close.
time frame.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very close.
Yeah. It's,
It would likely come with Angels of the Zariman at this
Because
point.
I know we
think it
kind of
could.
thrashed the fur a
Yep.
little bit with New War, and then anyway, the new stuff is looking great. And
It's
I
a
think
huge upgrade.
Hopefully, we
Yeah.
can share a video.
We will get you your dog hair updates, chat. Don't worry.
Very important.
They
This
look
is
awesome.
a beautiful dog
Steve
hair.
could find it on Slack.
Yeah. Make yourself useful.
Jeez, all right. You told me to turn my phone off.
That is true.
Oh man.
Or Greg is definitely watching.
Greg is a.
Greg would definitely be
Okay,
watching.
we have we have a lot to get through, guys. It's
Okay.
distracting me.
Because he could send it to Dean.
It's already 2:40. We're way behind schedule here.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
You can do it, but
If you pull up March 8th characters,
It's your fault for
do you,
not
do you
getting
have it?
it
Do you have it there?
is this what happens when I don't bring
You
dog
got
hair?
the company chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
To recap Angels of the Zariman so far, not only are you getting a new social hub with NPCs and a syndicate and new characters to engage with, you're getting player apartments, you're getting 3 new mission types, one of which we're going to demo shortly. You're getting a new Warframe Gyre, you're getting a new cosmetic system. Yes, that's correct. That's right. But wait, there's more.
Dog hair.
Dog hair, but that's not all. So about that new content, that's what you're here for, and that's what we're going to show.
啊，要，我
First,
先
we're
认
gonna show
真
you
看
dog
吧。
hair, so I'll just read
Hold
chat
on to your
in the
seats,
meantime.
It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, for us, it's like initial. We haven't done
Thanks,
before
Steve.
an update where we did like 3 missions and
Yes.
3 mission types in one. It's
Not
like
only
a little
3
crazy.
missions,
Yeah.
we're also, the Eximus rework is coming with this.
Yep.
And something else. So we'll talk about it after this dog hair
A lot of new
video.
gameplay.
嗯
which，is
狗
really
狗的
exciting.，
我们要，我们他现在展示的是那
you're supposed
个
to bark.
狗狗的，
There we go.
Can you
That's the
can you
go.
mute the audio in case?
In
you
case it's
know,
Greg
we're
being
gonna, we're
like,
gonna
Yeah.
get copyright strike.
I
'cause of-
can't believe you made me do this.
Yeah, I assume it's.
Nah,
Greg
go,
goes
go,
all
go,
the
Mo.
all-star.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
somebody.
Somebody.
哇，
There we go.
There we go.
我觉得变硬了啊！
Whatever the dog's
我
gonna
我
take
想象中的狗狗库珀的毛是那种软软的，
Well, someone in chat keeps
你觉
borrowing
得
the
好像
werewolf
摸起来会
Warframe. There it is.
手
There
会
it is.
觉得
Oh,
刺刺的，
Steve, you
因为
can't
血
do
石很
that.
多哎，
Don't give
But
that
yeah,
to them.
the
好好摸的感觉
fur shading's been，
但是
completely
感觉
redone,
很粗哦，
with
有没有细一点的毛
tech
发？
art and the character artists kind of redoing it all.
有哎有哎，
And
狗
just
狗
refitting
哦，
it
好
back
可
to
爱
the。skeletons. You can see it's a lot clearer and cleaner. It's not all kind of like all fighting with itself and all kind of intersected, and runs faster as well.
The dog can run faster.
Not literally, but
Graphically.
it's better GPU performance.
就是除了它的毛发看起来更
I mean, it's just
顺
showing
了
one
以
pattern.
更写实、更顺畅以外，
Greg.
哎，是台湾黑熊哎，你看，
Crispy and delicious.
You're killing it.
All right.
然后那个
There we
GPU
go.
就
Thank
是
you for the dog.
对
There's all the
GPU 的
werewolf evolution
压力也
of
少一
werewolf
点，
of Warframe.
Stop.
好可爱哦，
Stop
毛
ruining
茸
my
茸，
life.
全心安
We're having
安
enough，time.
毛变更贴身了，
Anyway
对。
That's
Corgi Warframe, I see.
burritos.
Little
Doritos,
Doritos.
burritos. There
我
you
们
go.
说我们有科
High
技，
performance dog.
台湾
Someone said
黑
no
狗
Steve barking. Can we get a bark?
Oh god. Oh god. This is already off the rails.
Shades of
台湾黑
Apex
狗，
performance.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh
we're getting
That was
flashbacks right now.
Gamescom.
Or Gamescom.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Gamescom.
Yeah.
And then
Don't
never
drink
mind.
before the stream.
Yeah, that lessons learned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or drink more. Water. Water.
You're welcome for the relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
要多点水。
So, are we gonna show game mode, or are we
We're gonna
showing now?
talk. Well, we're gonna show play right away. That's
Okay,
the
great.
priority.
Excellent.
So, the Zariman update, I kind of recapped it a bit, but there's also something in addition to the Eximus reworks that are coming, which we're going to show in the context of gameplay. We are also doing
台湾白猫，我是不是该在胸前画一个黑色的条？
So I hope you enjoyed your dog video because it kept you back from this, which is the focus rework.
Okay, let's check it out.
Today we're going to
focus
show it from the lens
我们
of
的
Unaru, which
专
is
精
one of
要
our main
重置。
classes. But rest assured, we have never made a rework to focus. So there is going to be a respec. So when you log in to Angels of the Zariman, you are going to need to redo your focus rules.
所有的
focus.
你所有的那个专精点数都会重置，在这次更新之后都会重置。然后专精重置。Oh shit!
No, that would be my Elden Ring.
Oh, she's got a strat.
Elden Ring strat. Okay, never
Believe
mind.
it.
You're built different. You're built different. That's fine.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about Unaru. There will be a little preview workshop after the stream just to recap this all, but truly, basically everything's changing in terms
好像
of
改了
nodes
超
and
多
what we're
东
aiming
西
for with
哇
our
全
focus
改欸
gameplay. To start off, let's go with Unaru's starting node. Placeholder name is Poise. Transferring to operator or frame grants immunity to slow, stagger, or knock down CC effects for 20 seconds. So right away you can kind of build in your mind the idea that there is a bit of a rotation sort of approach here where you'll want to be tactically
这
swapping
个就是
from operator to Warframe to be getting
切
the
换
benefits for a Unaru player.
切换到指挥官
So the objectives on if you
或
want to talk a little more.
Warframe 都会
So basically
让
what
你
we're
有
trying
20秒
to
的
do
免
is
疫
to get
移
you
动
to
跟
incorporate the operator gameplay
那
into
个
your Warframe.
缓速。
Like we don't intend for you to like switch to operator and then now you're fighting all the time as operator. It's more
指挥
like
官
the
4.0
operator
嗯
lifts up
经
the
验值
Warframe
重来
you know?
全部
So
会
in
退
this
款
case, in
对
the case of Unaru, which is
全
always
退
been like a,
你看它
I can't
几
remember
百万的
exactly
点
how
数
the description puts it, but basically you're like
Unmovable mountain.
unmovable mountain.
Yes.
Kind of thing, yeah. Basically, you gain all this resistance to CC effects on both your Warframe or your operator, depending which way you're going. The other types of effects that we're trying to, well, the other things that we're changing, anyone that's familiar with this screen will notice that the pool is gone. We used to have a pool here, which basically was like kind of similar to how capacity works in mods.
左边本来有一个
I'm just
一个
kinda
被动
going
条，那个
back
被动条现在没
years
了。
when Focus was made. At some point, part of the concept was like that pool was there, so you would make different Unaru builds. So it would be like you would only activate 6 or 7 nodes, but another person would have different 7 nodes. The reality, as the system grew, is that you basically have everything on. So that pool just kind of added complexity for no real gameplay
哦，75
benefit.
折
So
扣，真好哦。
right now you still have the ability to toggle nodes on and off, but we're going to take that out as well. So basically we're trying to like streamline as much as we can so that it's not, it doesn't have any of that extra sort of fat. We're moving a few things. For example, there's a lot of abilities right now that have passive drains. So a lot of people turn them off because they don't want the ability, but they don't want the ability because of the drain. So we're taking that off and we're basically making it so anything that spends energy is always up 10. So you have to like actually do something on purpose to get that energy taken out. So that kind of streamlines a lot of things. We're moving a few things into abilities. So basically, since we have the ability slots available for the operator, a few of the things that currently in the current system happen like after you dash or after you press your melee or whatever, now will happen with ability. So again, you're like opting into the usability.
More active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So operators,
他说
yeah,
那个
abilities are already doing everything. We have some
Hi,
pools, some
hi, ANJETCAT and low
A lot of
XD
people are gonna be asking
MCPC.
about
Hello.
Focus School, and to be quite honest, so much is changing, but we're going to let you know when we're in a place where every Focus School change will be listed for your feedback and review. We're
他
starting
说
with
以前
Unaru because
说
it's
现
the
目
least thing that we
前
wanted to show
的
the
那个
direction we're
技能
going
有一
with
些
it, and
技
we're
能
gonna
是
play with it
你
as
必
well.
须要
And in
你
this
开启的
case,
话，
this
所有
is, more broad
你开启的话，你蹲下或者是冲刺会额外消耗一些能量值，然后很多玩家不喜欢这样，然后他们这个会改掉，以后就是不会再消耗额外能量值了。
If you ever use the operator as a client, I know I even use it sometimes just to know how much lag I have. I just press 5 just to see how. If
哦，
I'm
还
lagging,
有
I
指
know
挥
it'll take a
官
while.
切换指挥
So
官，
now we kind of separated that as client controlled now. So basically, when you press, the switch is way faster.
就是切指挥官会变很快了，以后不会再因为主机的关系而变很累个。
Immediately switch to your Warframe and melee right there. Same for finishers. So there's a lot of like flow things where you can, for example, dash into an enemy that's open for finishers, press E, and then you immediately switch to your Warframe and do the finisher on them.
I really like that flow.
Yeah, I'll play it any minute now, so you'll see. But I just wanted to.
And it will come with a you said at the start it comes with a respec.
Yes, everyone.
I saw some questions in it. Some people missed that.
Yeah, respec is coming. So when you log in, if you were me, you'd have 1 billion focus per school to spend. But
so the network latency is resolved as well as just general gameplay flow.
Yeah. The idea again, everything sort of like leaning towards getting the operator to be like part of your gameplay flow, so that you'll switch to the operator every minute or so to just like buff yourself, or maybe like to control a group of enemies, increase the damage they take, and then you switch to your Warframe and now you destroy them.
It sounds cool. You could like have like maybe ring a little bell before the operator comes out.
Yeah, and you can summon a mimic of yourself or something.
And then the operator comes out and does his thing, and then it's gone.
Yeah, you could do. No, that's not the real way to play. If you use summon.
That's the box if you use the summon.
Okay.
Transfer out of
Alright,
Warframe
but anyway,
when
I want to
you
hover over these just for people to take a look at them. They are subject to change. This is a dev stream.
Link is lost.
Dev builds.
It's also taking your UI theme.
Yes, and it takes your UI theme now. So the reason mine it looks different or
UI 也会改啊。
if you're like that is because I'm using the Zephyr Harrier UI. So for instance, with Uneru, once you
This is gorgeous. I love this.
it's incredible. So if you are incapacitated on a Warframe, you basically get a second chance. Your operator comes out, and then you can kill enemies to revive yourself. So similar to something like
Unaru 的那个被动，其中一个技能是第2次机会，就是如果你的那个 Warframe 死掉的话，你指挥官会弹出来，然后那个31个点会。就是31个点会恢复你的 Warframe Warframe 几%的血量，然后要杀死足够多的敌人，然后你的 Warframe 就会复活这样。
This is actually another way that we show the interactivity. So if you go into an area, if you're Warframe, so if you're in your operator, you're doing what you're doing in your operator mode. If you get hit, you'll often know the reaction that you get when you kind of float in midair because your transference signal is broken. You can actually now use that as a skill check to bring your Warframe rate to that spot.
这个键是如果你的指挥官死掉的话，你可以按在它的动画播放的时候按 X 来把你的战甲传送到当前位置，并且让它进入3秒的无敌时间。让你有一个，这样子很恶心哎，对啊，这样大家都变成沙甲了哎，大家都变 Inaros 啦。
I'm not going to go over all these right now because some of them are
太多了，太多改动。他说这些改动会在那个会在那个官方论坛用那个 Dev Workshop 的方式给我们看。
I think someone in chat corrected me. A second wind in Borderlands?
Oh,
excellent.
Well, you usually do your second wind after.
不知道哎，并入这件事要看他们怎么。
Okay. Come back to reality.
光是无脑乳就已经毁灭世界了。大家指挥官如果弄很强的话，那你战甲永远都不会死。虚空洪流，一个新的任务，新的游戏模式，虚空洪流。
And after many years of asking, we finally are bringing you a heavy two-handed scythe grip. It's a brand new melee type. It will be debuting with a brand new weapon, so you'll get new stance, new weapon. Let's take a look at the weapon.
他说有双手持的一个新的武器类型。
It's gonna have a massive top part to the scythe. And if you can move it a tiny bit, or just move us, either one's fine. Get rid of our faces. We don't need to be here.
这是什么双镰刀吗？我们不是已经有了吗
？It'll be this big, threatening, double-sided two-handed.
Let me see it and use the skill.
Yeah.
What's the strength requirement for that?
I think if you spec into strength, you need 42. It
42?
drops from the secret
that.
boss in the dungeon, and you have to play
God.
Caleb for it.
No, I've never played Caleb.
Okay.
I can't take it.
It's huge, and our animators, or animator in this case, has made a
Beautiful.
video of the stances and the flow.
要给我们看哦，它是
giant two-handed scythe.
就是那个双头剑呐。
This is
艾伦法王的双头剑，
and then we're looking at another charge, I believe.
哇，这个帅，双头剑，
Power in your hands, Tenno.
这个帅
You
啊！
just hit him with the pointy end.
And then we have some forward combos and neutral
Sound
combos.
effects.
Yep.
So let's take a look.
Oh my god.
And then the neutral combo, which is just, I can't help but make my own sound effects.
Oh.
So, lots coming in this update so far. You can already tell we have the focus.
啊，
wheeler,
天啊，
we
一
have
大堆
new,
更新，
first new grip type in quite a while with our 2
对
heavy
啊，
sights.
超棒
We
的。
also are bringing you a new series of weapons, which will be related
新
to
系
an
列的
NPC,
武器，
and similar
会
to
跟一
how
个
the void
NPC，
shell skins
还有
are related
跟
to
这一次的虚空
Zarin
风，就是
being
跟这次加瑞敏号的那
its
个虚空有
post or
关的。
mid-void journey, it changed the appearance of things. We're also going to be applying that thematically to weapons in
武
the
器。
update itself. So one of the
这是
NPCs that you'll meet will be responsible for weapons, which right now we're calling evolving weapons, which is
进化武
essentially
器。
taking the principles of gameplay behind the evolving armor set that you guys might have had in the new war, but applying it to weapons to sort of show you the difference between the weapons in their original ceremonial state and then
就是说，他们这一次的更新里面会有一个类似像是我们这次新世之战会进化的那种护甲跟披风一样，它会有是这样子的武器系统，要完成指定的条件，然后你的武器就会进化在下一个阶段这样。
pre-evolved forms of these weapons. So if you can imagine the evolving armor sets go from one look to another look, it'll be sort of similar with these weapons. So right now we'll take a look at 5 weapons, one at a time. The first being a dagger. So this is the dagger weapon type that's coming. Quite ceremonial, lots of wood, and this will all be explained for, you know, its importance to the Zarin journey. We'll also be bringing you next up is the pistol. So again, very in the same family of weapons. This pistol will be yours in the update, and we also have this is the shotgun.
不对，这是散弹枪，这不是，这是散弹枪。然后它不是 rifle， 它是散弹枪。The rifle， 这才是步枪。
Oh, these are so good.
Very ornate, very ceremonial looking. And last but not least, we have a tonfa. So this is one part of the tonfa set. This will be a melee weapon as well coming.
这是一个近战武器。
Shotgun, rifle, pistol, dagger, and each of them will have an
他们这5把、这几把都会有那个进化。他说今天不会给你看它进化以后会是什么样子，但是会给我们看它的 UI 长什么样子。这只是暂定的 UI， 就是你要完成多少任务，然后就是那个进化1、进化2，然后你可以选择它的进化方向、它的属性啊，它的。哇，错过很多东西哦 ，Andrew。可以等明天我的同整。
Basically, it's kind of like that. You basically have like certain challenges that you gotta complete with the weapon. Some of them are just like throughout the game. Some are specific to Saruman, and basically with that you unlock an outfire.
好像是明哲，然后他说这只是那个 PH 而已。它不是，它到时候会是新的武器，总共有5种类型，然后有外观啦，就是你升级不同的路线，它的外观也会不一样这样。当如果你不喜欢，到时候它进化出来的样子，你也可以就是重设它的点数。就是简单来讲，是一个可以点技能数的，对，可以点技能数的那个，可以打个可以点进化技能数的一个武器。遗物图案是说这是 PH， 这是暂定的，他们还没有完全没有做出，他们只是在解释它的概念而已。
it's not as though you're just going to be changing the barrel, let's say. There's going to be a lot of, void energy involved in the equation. So it's going to be a really great feel. It's going to be gameplay rewarded for you to go through this whole experience with the ones that you choose to spec in. And I guess like you mentioned, it's slightly
对，会成长的枪，
It's kind of like skill tree light
超赞。
mode, and you can always go back.
Yeah.
So
This is too much. Let's stop. We gotta stop the stream. This is we got too much. Too much.
This is a lot of stuff.
We have too much.
We haven't even done Zeraman gameplay.
It's got the gameplay. It's already so much
insane.
fun.
哎，已经57分了。
All right,
啊，
so
马
for
上
the
来
purposes
玩
of the
给
dev
你
stream,
看。
we put a level together that we could just, go because everything's in development. But when the real update ships, you will be seamlessly going to and from the chrysalith to your missions. There's no load screen, so just keep that in mind that were this next week, we would show you it without the load screen, but just for the purposes of the demo today.
Yeah, we're on dev and
We're on
work
dev.
in progress.
You never know. So,
HC, PH, who knows what's going to happen.
so what will happen is you'll be able to pick some bounties from a certain NPC to give you some mission twists, and then you can come pick the mission itself. So today, I'm going to play Void Flood. This is a first look at one of the new game modes. I would say of all the game modes we've ever released, this is the most parkour rewarding one by a
这是
wide
跟跑
wide
酷
margin.
非常有
And,
关系
future
的
dev。streams on release, you guys will get to see Void Cascade and Void Armageddon. So, in we go. We'll go on in. And like I said, typically this elevator door would be your window to the missions. It's
然后
gonna be a fun way to see
这个
some
门就是通往
missions
任
in the
务
back,
的。
but today we're just hard loading in.
Yeah, I imagine you're going in the elevator.
有啊有啊，
you
真的
know,
有，还没出。
Same stuff. Yeah, great.
他们一点都没有讲到他们要跟
We're gonna be
PUBG 合作
trying to show
的
a
事
lot of
情。
gameplay. We're showing you the Eximus reworks.
我
We're showing you
都是很想
focus changes,
听他们
operator
解释一
changes,
下呢。
and the new game mode. So, God have mercy. Void Armageddon. Please don't take me. First thing you'll notice, which is a little bit work in progress, is we're using some in-game representations of the Void Flood. So there's going to be a Void Essence orb around you, which is currently orbiting my shoulder here, which has a very important purpose because we need to close Void fractures. You can see that I have to collect Void orbs to gain Void energy. Garuda is happy to explore a little bit because it looks so damn beautiful. Before we go in,
Yeah, look up.
好漂亮的，从外面看，在名号，
look up.
好大一台。
Yes. In we go.
The in-world representation of what she's going to be picking up soon is totally temp.
Placeholder, yeah.
Not real art.
So, the Zeraman.
他们是说今年7月啦，就不知道，搞不好跟 PUBG 有关。
Oh, right away we could already pick out an Eximus. Let's see here. What do we got? We got a Blast. So this guy has been reworked. Or this is so
The
he.
Blitz.
That's a blitz.
That's a
yeah.
Blitz. Sorry, not Blast.
有新的
So Blitzy.
那个新小兵啊
Yeah, so，
新的兵种。
We got a lot there. We actually upped the
新的
amount
轰
of
击
Eximus
者
releases
跟
so that we could demo it more easily.
新
But
小兵。
essentially, the main objective with the Eximus rework is a lot of times, well, actually, when we looked at Blitz specifically, most people didn't know even what a Blitz did because you had to get really close to them for them to even do it.
Yep.
So it was kind of so most of the changes are basically focused on that, trying to make it so they actually have some interaction with you and you actually notice what they're doing.
好像玩法跟收集虚空球球差不多。
For example, that one, the problem with that one was you never saw them and you started losing your energy. and
就
that was
敌人会掉，也是一样掉虚空球球，然后你要收集，然后收集到你旁边的那
We'll
个
get back.
球
We'll
球
get
那
more of them.
边。
But in the short term, so you'll see these Eximus. If I can dodge that, I won't take the heat proc. I took the heat proc because I did not dodge. I'm probably gonna die.
So the heat one and the snow globe one, those are pretty untouched. You know, the heat
哦
one mainly.
那个是
the thing he has
卓
is
卓越
somehow you
者，
can
那个是
dodge
卓越
it.
者，
If
就
you
是
roll into
卓越
it,
者的
you
新
can
特效
dodge
啊
it.，
这是火焰卓越
That's
者，
the
And
main
now it
difference
actually
there.
has
火焰
this
卓
heat
越，
status effect too.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
就是。
And the effects
那个
are
对卓越者
highly
重
revamped
置。
so that you can like spot them out of a crowd. Because a lot of times
我
with
刚
just that
刚没
little
听到，
orange,
没听清楚。
glow around them, it was very easy to just miss
然后
them.
你就是要把这个虚空裂缝关起来，然后让他们
So
不
now
要
that the Eximus are
跑
here and
进
they're
来
a。threat, we also see that I have to be on my best parkour here to look for all these Void Flood Vitoplast
Yeah, you're
orbs.
flying around. Love it.
Which means I have to explore the verticality of this level to really make sure that I'm getting as
像
many
毁灭
of these
战
as I
士哦。
can to deposit into the void fractures. So your parkour skills are going to be put to the test. I've let the damaging void energy debuff come in because we were doing a little bit of a demo there. But all things considered, this would have been the track and field ring for the 10-0 or not
Yeah,
the 10-0
I
at
was
the
going to say it's
time.
appropriate because
Yes.
you're flying around here.
Now I'm
on
going to
the
show you
track.
the new Void Dash. So this is an instance where we have changed the momentum of Void Dash to be a new system, and I don't want to skirt over that, but I also need to not fail the mission, so there's a lot going on right now.
那个指挥官的虚空冲刺现在有物理效果了，他没有之前没有讲，他说 momentum 有改动。下一版什么时候？下一个版本是下个礼拜，下礼拜更新是首先是更新午夜电波跟一些集团卡的改动，然后3人名号的这个大型开放世界改版还要等一阵子，听说是3月听说是3月28号，现在是12号了，所以大概15天吧，15天后，那很近哎。
So that's the general flow of the mission. You get rewarded by like either doing the parkour and getting the things, chasing the ones that are in level, or just killing enemies and then picking up what they.
不管你是你要跑酷去，
I'm going to try and do 9 fractures here for everyone because in between each wave of 3, there's also a new enemy.
就不管你是你要那个去关闭。去跑酷去抓那些球球，或者是杀敌人都会掉球球，所以不用担心。球球会在场景上生成出一些跑酷的一些类似成堆的跑酷的一个让你方便跑酷的东西的地点，你看。你的跑酷技巧会遭到考验。
We've said this a few times, but this is there's a lot of like the effects there, you know, just temporary stuff while we figure out the mode. A lot of them are, you know, very cool. Like you can see those hands are super cool now. But the transferring of the
还是追那个球球。
Pickups towards the.
Oh come on.
Rebecca 你好烂哦。
We get these. It'll be fine. Oh god.
You can do it.
Okay, I can do it.
Oh, nice roll at the last second.
Yeah.
You need 2%.
Now, I'm actually, you know, doing my best here. I'm going a little try-hard mode, so just bear with me. So now we have to kill all remaining enemies because we are at the end of the wave, in which we have a new enemy that is bigger than your average Grenier, perhaps. Maybe they have a different origin, and he's going to be tough for me to kill. So I can't actually hear the game, so I hope that there is game sound on for the players watching and not
那个英敌人好像那个好像玻璃工匠哦。
You get one of these guys, and basically the rates they have a few things, so you know.
好像玻璃工匠哦，他是沙发一样，也是那个他有实体跟虚空实体。哦，那个卓越者能量吸取卓越者出现了，你看到能量卓越者，能量吸取卓越者。能量吸取卓越者，它不是范围制，它会在地板上生成一个球球，然后爆炸，球球爆炸，你的能量就会被吸走。让你不要挂机的意思啊？那你们把悟空改掉好吗
？I'm going to close this off and try and get it below 50%, and then I'm going to show you a bit more of the operator in action. So in this case, Void Dash as you have it now has never been great in our normal levels because you kind of just bump into walls. And now there's going to be a telegraph for you to control how far you go with your operator.
就是在你在指挥官冲刺之前，你会看到你会冲到哪里去，它会有一个指标出现。
It is a change though, so some people will wonder, you know, how they can maximize it.
Oh man, I love how that looks.
But it just looks
just so rad.
It looks and feels much
超帅的
better.
耶。
And because we're making some changes to the way that your
它会
operator
有，它会跟你讲一
you
些。
can now, you know, void dash right up, oops, and then just go right into melee and melee attack. And the way you do that will, of course, depend on what angles you're bringing to the table, how you're actually engaging with the level that you're in, what your goal is. But because I did Oneru, so I can go in, my blast. If I want to go in right and bring melee right out, you can.
哇，指挥官切 Warframe 的速度快很多。
For a Warframe focused mission, which most are.
You got those slow melee attacks, eh?
No. Excuse you. It just feels so much better. I'm probably gonna. So that's the first debuff is damaging void energy. So that did do some damage on me, but nothing Garuda really cares about because Garuda is best girl. Let me see what else I can show. Yeah, bringing your melee right back into the operator feels so good because you can just lay on the pane without having to do the initial transition back.
哦，所以你在指挥官模式下
And of course, like you said,
算了
Pablo, like the network latency of these things now are
Yeah, it's,
fixed.
现在也不会再有那个网络延迟的问题了，切指挥官，指挥官是现在变得非常的指挥官切Warframe变得非常的流畅了。
Yes, so client authoritative is now the implementation change. So there's been tech implementation changes as well.
它有新音乐啊，好好听哦。
So it's
虽然很小声，可是我听到，好好
we
听。
will have a very comprehensive report because a lot of people are going to basically go to the first questions of what's happening with Zanura because that's the most popular, and we will be taking time to write out and give you guys the clearest window into the changes. So please just be patient for that and look forward to reading it, and we'll demo it as well. Oh, I'm probably gonna die.
I've seen some love for the music too.
Absolutely incredible.
然后
music.
Steve 也注意到啊 ，Steve 也说音乐好好听
Of。course, I need to find some. Oh my god! Oh my god! Come on, come on. Got it.
好啦，我们知道他的玩法了。
I think this is enough.
对啊，主机如果爆聘的话，切指挥官都慢死了。
Lined up like that.
Yeah.
It's like triggering teenage platformer memories
It
in
is
me.
very much this. Probably need a healthy dose of energy here. So, as we mentioned, are Garuda changes coming. So, if you're a Garuda player, you've probably noticed the Gray and Vuln bar come into play. The new representation of Garuda's passive, which Pablo mentioned, is the more lethal you are, you can build up your damage buff rather than the old danger buff. There is what we're calling a Thrax Centurion at me because I'm at the mid.
Oh, I should about that.
I'm too strong.
I know.
It's built different.
And they drop a sizable heap of the Vital Blast for you to continue your mission. So now I'm on the last round. The last round for me, this is an endless mission. I'm just not playing it endlessly for the dev stream because I know we've already gone over time. So, all right, you're in a bit of trouble here. If it's spiky or red, you can see color. That means that I have my debuff at 50%. Actually, it's almost at shield drain too, isn't it?
We got shield right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so in the bottom right, you can see now the indicator for Garuda's passive. So instead of being based off her current health, which it was before, now you basically get it from doing the murdering, which is obviously what she's best at.
Alright, let's go to the next fracture. So they'll keep spawning, and you'll have to keep feeding them the Vital Blast to close the Void Floods. Now this room is quite sinister in its...
The rooms are
Oh, that was a blitz and an energy. Oh, okay, so this is a bit of a 2-for-1 situation. I have to dodge their attacks while also not getting energy drained. So I think oh, and there's a flame. Is there a Arson Eximus over there as well?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, I did it! No fire proc!
There you go.
Again, built different.
All that brawling in Elden Ring has
All the
trained
Elden Ring dodging, it's true.
Elden Ring dodging.
Can I do this? I need... You guys are just watching me parkour my little heart out here. And I'm a little worried that I'm going to fail you.
等一下，你们也在偷玩，然后艾尔登法环
I
哦。
mean, that is good parkouring actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can-
look at you.
I know, believe it.
Floor is lava mode, love it.
Floor is lava indeed. Okay, how much will this get me? Ah! Danger.
我想大部分人比较担心是那个
So yes, some enemies do spawn the pickups as well, I think as Pablo mentioned.
专精变动之后要怎么打叶灵？我们可以等 Corona Prime 回来再看一下。
Casting her ultimate now.
Call those iframes now.
Iframes? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if Garuda has too much gear on her, she'll be slower with her dodges.
对，
She's fat rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
这边的翻滚是无敌的，但是Warframe的不是，但是 Warframe 的很适合加入在跑酷里面。
Oh no.
Oh,
no, no, no.
I thought you were a gamer.
I'm not built different anymore. I'm built the same. All right.
Now you're built the same.
有没有指挥官现在的那个冰封冲刺，除了会标地方以外，他现在还会那个，还会有物理的那个余力了，就是惯性，物理惯性。
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
那你冲的越
This is the reality that you can't
远
achieve in real life.
越历续越久哈，然后冲出去惯性就越大这样子。
Look at gas prices and tell me.
Tiny joke.
All right, and now we have to do our little Thrax Centurion battle before the next manufacturers will show up while not dying. So wish me luck.
See if this time you
可以
can.
回家了，我们知道这个模式怎么运作了，就是去捡球球杀人，或者是跑步捡球球，
Murder him.
然后去
Ah, there you go. She got hit by the.
I got hit by the energy one. My skills.
哦好，所以你被那个，所以现在卓越者吸蓝卓越者不只会吸你的蓝，简单来讲，它不是慢慢吸引蓝，你是被那颗球打中，你就直接进入磁化状态哎。
Tiny little drain that you got before, but before you couldn't avoid it.
这跟你魂系翻滚无敌，直接锁死你。
Hopefully you're
魂系翻滚无敌啊，梦树梦五眠，
yeah, and the tracks will basically do.
除了二代翻滚没有无
do
敌。
like a launch at you if you're like at a mid-range kind of thing, or if you're further away, it'll do
魂系我可是
teleport and then.
这次艾尔登法环我可是靠着无敌来过的呢，
Magnetic
I love the lunge.
全落打着。
So cool.
I actually might die.
2 health.
这后期实在不行了，所以我现在穿上了狼装。
Really on the edge.
So these guys are going to be tougher, and they're going to be your gateway. And if you don't kill them,
Yeah, that's what I want to show. So if you don't kill the guy,
he
your
will.
little ghost will float and he will
Oh.
consume.
哇，他会把那
and
个
be reborn.
I'm back.
他会抢那个他会抢 C 族的居族的身体。他进入虚灵模式的时候，如果你不用指挥官虚空伤害杀死他的话，他会抢那个小兵的身
10
体
centimeters tall.
上身呢，超
Little Ant-Man.
鬼上
I'm
身，
joking.
鬼上
That's a
身。
bug.
Obviously, yes. So we will be bringing this game mode. This is one of the 3 new ones coming. There will, like we said, there's that new sort of mini boss phase.
你就直接被锁死。
between your record waves, you have to be great
那
at
梦我眠，
parkour,
我建议
you
你
have
去
to
看一
work
下
with
我
the fractures
前
to stop the waves as best you can, and then when all is said and done,
13
you go
天
back
的
to the elevator to
实况
extract
记录，
your
看我怎么
record,
打王的啊。
turn in your syndicate standing, you can interact with your
而且我
former teacher
前
Melissa,
13天我都没有穿
side objectives,
任何的护
there's
甲。
side bounties, there's evolving weapons.
魂系翻滚有无敌判定啦，真的。
There's a couple more
只有2
side
代没有
objectives
，2 代
missions
2代
that
的
we're not showing today, but that does
2代没有翻滚判
Yes,
无
and
敌
of
判
course, most
定。
of you are probably wondering at this point, when can we play it? And thanks to our team, we have a fun little video.
对，扎古可以
showing
转职当
kind
主
of
灵
recaps
师
a lot
啊
of，today's subject matter.
他的1技终于有用啊。广告预告。哇，这预告太棒了吧！揭露萨润敏号的秘密，萨润敏号的天使。等一下，是4月哦。哦、come on！
So, our next update comes out in April on all
April.
platforms. To give you an overview of that trailer, you know there's a new Warframe, new
done
hub,
now.
new missions, new syndicate, player housing, focus rework, Eximus rework, new weapon grip with the 2-handed scythe, evolving weapon series. There's
Too much.
A gardener bot.
a gardener bot. There's a
to be
lot.
named.
There's a lot. So this is
欧粉式的
all
预告
post-new war
片，
content.
我觉得他们的
Really
预
important
告
part of this
是
as well
就是
is
剪
knowing
预
that-
告
oh,
片的
and
那
there's a
个
quest, which is major
超
as well.
棒
So
的。
you're going from the new war into a new update that brings you all of this, and there will be a quest. So the new war is a prerequisite for most of the content we've shown here today. I think with maybe
适合在鬼月
of
出
course.
Oh yeah, someone said dog hair.
是有点阴森，可是
Don't forget
我
the
觉得
dog.
还好。
Don't forget
Very
the dog.
important.
That is the name
哦，
of
还
the
有狗
update
狗，
after all,
对
so-
还有狗狗的毛发
Dog
更
hair
新。
update.
And
猫咪的毛发什么时候也
there's
更新一
acknowledge
下？
people that are waiting for
Oh,
cross-play and cross
我们可不可以
progression.
改狗狗
I mean,
的材质？
We've been talking about it a lot, and we're working on it a lot, so don't really want to do it to death.
我们把狗狗的材质改成金属
I actually don't even know where it is.
，OK，
It's not going to be in the
把它毛发改成金属，
Is it in
Probably
system? There you go.
有
It's
些要
as
坏掉了
easy。as adding a toggle. That's how easy it is to implement cross-platform multiplayer.
cross-platform multiplayer.
One checkbox and all the
Yeah,
dev work is done.
so,
We're working
yeah.
on it.
It and the werewolf Warframe are being worked on intensely. But no, it is being worked on, and it is real and it is coming to fruition. But it is a lot of work. Yeah.
画平台什么时候主要说他们正在处理了，大家在
Actively in development, as you all know, and I think the last thing we said was once we have a rollout plan, we would give it to you, but it's still,
Yep.
it's
现
not
在还
as
没
easy
有
as a toggle.
对
That was
没有还没有那么简单，现在还
There's
在
also
处
sides to
理
it。where it's not only like a tech thing that we have to do,
铁
it's also
狗
a culture thing. And you guys have seen us kind of work on it since last year, doing the updates at the same time in consoles and in PC. That is a big part of it because that's kind of what allows us to achieve this. So it's also been a bit of a culture change for us in terms of how we deliver the updates and the cadence that they have to be able to do this. So that is kind of work towards that.
Oh yes, and Valkyr Deluxe is coming in this update as well. I just saw someone say
哦
Valkyr Wear.
那
That's
个
also Deluxe skin as well.
这次还有然后也会更新那个
And if you
Valkyr
pre-order,
女武
we'll
神的
send
那个
you a
肌肉造
50-page
型。
instruction guide on how to play the update because
Yes.
of all the stuff in it.
Yes, that's right. A custom guide of all
It
things.
is full of cool stuff.
Yeah, so that is a very deep dive into Angels of the Zeramin. Lots in that update.
Oh, and there's many secrets still.
And there are
remaining.
still many secrets.
Yeah.
Perhaps the angels themselves.
Yep.
What could it be? What could it be? It is a mystery. Let's give away.
对，下周更新女武神，然后还有28号更新那个。哦天，他声音每次都吓到我。
Just to be clear on that, it's two parts, right? Like we're giving just an introductory one, kind of repeating a little bit of what we showed today, but the one with the actual details for exactly all the changes, that'll be later because we're still iterating on all of that because it's pretty big.
I think fundamentally people probably want reassurances on what we're changing and why, and just when you see the preview one, you'll get a perspective of our objectives and
对，我
definitely
想要沙库的
we
华丽
know
外
what you're
观
going to。want to see, so we will be writing this to make sure that you understand if we've changed something, we have good reason for it. I'm not being ominous about like, hey, we're not saying what we're not changing. That's not the case. It's just so comprehensive that we want to communicate it clearly and not, you know, between dog hairs and platinum prizes. So bear with us.
And beards.
And beers. Good luck, Meg.
Oh, sorry. Dr. Eisen. Is it?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Wow, that was
The fact that
that
you
would not have been
Wait,
how
is
I
that right?
accepted that.
I
I
would've
would have been like Dre.
the fact that you went doctor just saved you.
Yeah,
right
that was
there.
amazing.
That's lateral
Yeah,
thinking
that was
right there.
very good.
Wow.
Yep.
Sasuke said,
Oh.
Sasuke, call me. Explain the German, please.
Yeah. Oh.
Now we can do Hero Prime Access. Let's go.
All right,
Another
who's
dog.
gonna get Hero Prime access?
哦天哪，抽奖抽那个
All right, let's see.
哎
Will it be?
Ooh, whoa.
Wolfish Shadow 尼亚
Wolfish Shadow. Wolfish
Shadow
Shadow.
Nia.
No, it's not right either.
Shadonia.
Yeah.
Wolfish Wolf.
Am I right?
Yeah,
为什么我会念比他们
So
快
I tried to butcher something,
？Wolfish
but I get it.
Shadow 尼
Really
亚。
right? Is
When
that
you
what
try
it's
to
about?
read it,
It's like Magic Eye. You kind of
try too hard.
focus a bit. Yeah, love it.
Wolfish Adonia, of course.
Who doesn't know Wolfish
Still makes
Shadow?
sense.
That's right.
Great place, great place.
All right, we will be wrapping up our 160th dev stream, but before we go, you guys have anything you'd like to say before I close it off? Great words, smart.
Inspiring.
Yeah, we'll give you a recap if you're just tuning in. Sorry you missed the stream, but maybe this image will summarize the past hour and 20 minutes for you. We have this.
16号更新午夜电波，28号更新9周年周年庆那个28号同时也更新 Garuda 的话，那个 Prime 跟4月份更新Angels of the Zeramin Zeramin 号的天使们。
That dog hair moment. We spent longer on that than
It was worth it.
worth. All right. Congrats on winning Hero Prime. Oh yes, so congrats to one. All right. Any closing words before?
Thanks for watching and
感谢大家，开发者实况今天的内容就这样子结束了。
a little bit about
Yes.
more
I
serious
think
stuff
to get a
here.
bit real with the community, we are everything you saw and everything we've ever made is made by a diverse group of people that make up digital extremes, and many of them are from the Ukraine. And the past few weeks have been horrible for them and their families, along with many people in the world
哦
impacted
天哪，
by
他说
this
第一
horrible
期时有很多员工来自
situation.
乌
We
克
worked with
兰
our。team to try and support them as best we can, and we realized that we had an opportunity to, if our community could be reached out to help donate, we would encourage you to donate to the Canadian Red Cross. If you do !donate, it'll take you right there. As a company, we donated, and as a company, we work with so many wonderful people who have had truly been living through hell in these past weeks due to the situation, and we just are going to do our best to
Oh,
give
Rebecca
everyone
讲
in
到
the
快
community a
哭
chance
了
to get involved, to help and be aware of the situation and how horrible it is for people that work on the game you love and just want to have a good life for their families. And this is a horrible time for them and for us, and our thoughts are with them and everyone affected by this. Please donate if you can! !donate.
那个如果有能力的话，就是donate到他们的那个乌克兰那边去，donate给乌克兰。
In happier times. So thank you for watching, everyone.
好啦，谢谢，感谢开发者实况，感谢开发者团队。好，那我就继续我的艾尔登法环。感谢大家那个这么晚还在看我，在看开发者实况，那就先这样子。我等一下关台再重开一下艾尔登法。总结一下，刚刚总结过了。不休息嘛，我要玩到明天。我艾尔登法环太好玩了。然后OK。大家记得去Warframe领奖励了，还有那个Lotus 的赏赐要记得打哦，不要忘记了。然后下礼拜就那个午夜电波就结束了，所以午夜电波还没有打到最后一阶奖励，然后你不想错过的话，也赶快打一打，这样子不会后悔一辈子没拿到一个换文这样子。我都在讲什么？好啦，那就先这样，头在痛了。那我的时间差我的时间本来就是夜猫啊。Let's just say that. 我先关台，我等一下再重开。感谢大家。如果有等一下我看我艾尔登法环有任何提议或建议或者是教学的话，欢迎，不要剧透就好。先关台咯，大家晚安。